Racism in America. A while back, there was a research study where they asked children which one was the good doll and which one was the bad doll. They had black dolls and they had white dolls. They chose the black doll as the bad doll and the white doll as the good doll. That was a research study that was done a while back. Now we look forward into current day and age where Law and Order nixes their two minority characters in efforts to bring in two white characters. Then we look at Survivor. We look at Survivor and the ratings dropping because of diversity being placed into the show and people complaining about the wokeness of the whole situation. So the question becomes, is there money in diversity? Of course there is. There's money in everything. And there's definitely money in diversity. But then the question, why aren't people watching these shows? Do we have some element of racism within ourselves? And these are not just shows that air in America. These are shows that air globally throughout the world. So we look at the people that are watching these shows. We look at the movies that are making top billing. For a long time, and I believe to still this day, the United States is the #1 producer of movies for outgoing countries. And the numbers that that brings in, and the cast that is in those movies, and the diversity that is provided within those movies, and the shift in change as they have transformed. Those are questions. How far have we become? How far do we need to go? If we still have issues of racism within the human race, how are we going to deal with other races? You know what I mean? How do we attain universal peace? maybe maybe we nix world peace and we go for universal peace, right? Maybe that's easier. What do you think about the thoughts? What do you think about television? I oftentimes say to my friends, we need to watch it for the numbers. And what the numbers mean is that that particular show has a large minority cast, and so it has a great representation. And maybe the writing is not that great, but we still need to watch it for the numbers to show people, yes, we like diversity. But I do believe that the lack in writing in diversity shows leads because of the lack of education within diversity. The trickle down theory of kids that have a lot of money get all the education, and kids at the bottom rung, they barely know how to write. So all those elements, and then the writing for people who barely know how to write, because so there's it's just a ladder. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. You know what I mean? So once we equalize things, that's why being awakened, that's a whole other video. We'll speak about that. So what do you think? Do you watch things for the numbers? Do you oh, I don't need to watch this, but I will because it has a cast member that has a large cast member of diversity? Let me know in the comment section down below which are your The Numbers show that maybe I should be checking out, or maybe a really good diversity show that is, making headway. Let me know, and maybe I'm watching it. Anywho, I want to wish you a wonderful eternity.